Great to have everyone on the call tonight. My name is Uriel Ezagu. I sure do hope you had a great day. You were in church. You had a great day. I sure do hope your day was fantastic, as mine has been. So far, I've had a fabulous day. Now, you see, what makes my day exciting for me is not really the things I'm able to do for myself. It's actually the things I'm able to help people do. Because people are the soul of the firm, make no mistakes about it. People are the heartbeat of God. When you can touch someone, you've touched God's heart. All right? When you can touch someone, you've touched God's heart. So I had a very interesting experience this afternoon, that really got me excited. Really very interesting experience this afternoon. It got me very excited. Very interesting experience this afternoon that got me, very excited as it were. And something quite interesting happened to me this afternoon. Something very interesting. So after service, I came home. After service, I came to the house, and we didn't have water at home, so I had to go to a supermarket to buy water. 1 second, please. All right, so something very interesting, happened. So I went to buy water from a supermarket, and while I was buying the water, a pregnant lady came in, heavily pregnant, sweating, and obviously the salespeople there, they know the lady, and they were all calling her Mama Twins. So I really didn't pay attention to her. What they meant was that they expect that she was going to give birth to twins. So I didn't pay attention to her. I was just, going to go ahead and pay for what I had come to buy. But what caught my attention was that I had a voice, over my shoulder, which that said, "Please, can you people give me 4 cups of rice?" And I turned to see who was asking for 4 cups of rice. When I turned, it happened to be the lady, the pregnant woman with a little boy that they were calling Mommy Twins, all right, meaning they were expecting her to give birth to twins. So when I saw she asked for 2 cups of rice, I paid a little more attention to her. I saw she was really sweating. So I asked the sales girl, I said, "Do you people have, is there any other thing you have to sell this rice aside from the cups?" And she said, "Yeah, they have buckets, they can sell in buckets." So I said to her, "Can you people give this woman 2 buckets of rice instead of 4 cups of rice?" So they went ahead to give her 2 buckets of rice. Then I turned to the woman and I said, it's a big food mat. So I said, "Pick anything that you want. Pick whatever you want." Initially, she was kind of reluctant. So the sales girl said to her, he said, "Pick anything you want." So she developed some boldness, went around, picked groundnut oil, the clean-looking groundnut oil. The ladies know the name. I don't know the name. All right. Pick a couple of things. And I asked her, "Is that all you want?" Just imagine someone giving you a blank check in a shopping mall. Pick anything you want. I guess she was surprised. Probably nobody has ever done that for her. And it was probably a bit strange to her, just this afternoon. So she went around, picked a few things again. She came back. So I said, what of fish, chicken, or meat? How are you going to cook? Oh, she said, oh, okay. So she went to get, I don't know if it's fish she got or chicken or whatever. But also comes back again and tells me that she would like beans, brown beans. I said, why not? Get beans. So they gave her beans. She came back again. She would like yam. And she picked a tube of yam. I said, why take a tuber? Take 4. She took 4 tubers of yam. Cut the long story short, by the time she finally summoned boldness and picked everything that she wanted, it came to about, okay, I see you now, GD. All right, I see you. So by the time she summoned her boldness and picked everything that she wanted, it came to about 65,000. 65,000 within that neighborhood, 65, 70,000 within that neighborhood. So I pulled out my card and I gave them and I paid. All right, as I pulled out my card, paid for it, I was about walking out and she said to me, please, can I have your number so that my husband can call you and thank you? Then I turned and looked at her and I said, I didn't do this for your husband to call me and thank me. I don't need that. I'm not giving you my number. And I walked into my car and drove off. Now, exciting for me because I have an opportunity and I learned a skill that has enabled me to do good to people all over the world. Yeah. On Friday, I sent, I think that was Friday. Friday, Saturday, I sent $1,200 to a friend who lives abroad. Can you imagine? I live in Nigeria, but I learned a skill that has enabled me right from Nigeria, anywhere I can do good, I can impact humanity based on the skill that I learned. Superstars on the call, someone is going to hear about this opportunity that we offer today, and is going to say, oh, no, it's a scam. Oh, no, it doesn't work. No, it can't work. But let me tell you something. On the 14th of September, someone shared this opportunity with me the same way that we're about sharing with you. I dare to believe, and because I dare to believe, that singular act of belief has allowed me to go ahead and earn in excess of $50,000 between September and today. In excess, all right? I've been able to get so much trade results that I think, was it last week or the other week? I will do $3,500. I do a whole lot of withdrawals and I post it on the group. But just think with me for a moment, if you will. What if I had said no? What if I was closed-minded? What if I had said no when the opportunity was shared with me? What if I said, no, it doesn't work. Oh, it's a scam. No. Charles Richard Branson puts it this way. He says, whenever anyone offers you an opportunity that you know nothing about, say yes, then go learn how to do it. That's the open-mindedness that I want you to approach what we're doing tonight. Tonight is a special event. I want you to approach it with such an open mind that you'll be able to get something out of it. Now, because I said yes on the 14th of September, I've been able to impact in excess of 500 people. And we've not even started, all right? We've impacted in excess of 500 people just because I said yes. So you have the same opportunity tonight. Be open-minded, hear the information so you can make an informed decision. When I had this opportunity, I decided to be open-minded, all right? That informed decision changed everything for me. Right now, we're working towards helping a whole lot of people do $18,000 monthly from the end of the first quarter of 2025. So be open-minded to this information. Just be open-minded, all right? So today we have a very exciting title, and I have a panel of discussants. Our title today is JAPA on steroids. JAPA on steroids. Let me look for the flyer and read it out properly. JAPA on steroids. Yeah, so it says JAPA on steroids, $10 spend Naira while living as an expatriate in Nigeria. You know, the JAPA syndrome has gone to an epidemic proportion all over Africa. We're losing our best brains, and there's no industry that has felt the impact of the JAPA syndrome like the banks. The banks have been the worst hit. If you go to the bank now, you discover that the technical support is no longer there. Our banking system is suffering so much. The next industry that has been so hard hit are the medical profession. I think the medical profession, they're even number one. So this brain drain is actually taking out the best of Africa. All right. For me, this is phase 2 of slave trade. The JAPA syndrome is phase 2 of slave trade. But now this is self-imposed slavery, slave trade as well. So want to know, and want to hear from some of our people who are in the US, how is life like? Because when you get on social media, those who live abroad, they paint such a glamorous picture that people in Africa will sell their homes, they will sell their houses, they will sell their land, they will sell their cars, they will do anything just to get out of Africa and find themselves in Europe, find themselves in America, in Canada. We want to know the picture that they paint for us on social media. Is that really the true story? I'm opening the floor tonight. We have an amazing gentleman. I've known this gentleman now for some time. He's really great. He's a phenomenal person. Very engaging. Very engaging. He engaged me a whole lot when he got started. Mr. Gori, on the call, please, can you go ahead and unmute yourself and let's have this amazing conversation. So how are you doing, sir? Good evening.
Yeah, all right. Good evening, sir. I'm doing great.
It's afternoon for you there.
Yes, it's about 12:30 p.m. So thanks for inviting me here.
You're very sharp for someone who was in the gym 30 minutes ago.
Well, that's the life we live. We have to learn to juggle quickly.
All right, awesome. So yeah. you please go ahead and introduce yourself. Let us know who you are, what you do, how long have you been in America, and share your story with us.
Yeah, so thank you everybody. Good afternoon or good evening or good day, depending on where you are. But my name is Gori, and I'm a Nigerian, originally from Lagos, and I've been in the US for like 16 years. I came to study here, and from there, one thing led to another, like that. But so I just want to say, like, I was opportune to meet Mr. Euro, and we've shared a lot together, and I really thank him for inviting me to this opportunity. And I would say, like, it's not really easy here. I mean, like you were saying, a lot of people, they sell their stuff, they come here, and they are back to square one. And if I must say, like, your money goes a long way in Nigeria, and I always advise people that live in Nigeria, like, okay, the dollar rate is very volatile, or the Naira rate, and they say everything is expensive. And my advice to them is the only way you can survive Nigeria is you have to find how to hedge against the Naira, which means you have to look for an income that is going to give you, that you can earn US dollars. And I think this is an amazing opportunity if you can learn that. If you can learn this, and I think it will go a long way. I mean, you don't want to imagine how much we pay for rent and so many things here. I mean, and if you are in Nigeria and you can still earn dollars, I mean, your money is more valuable, and you have you have a better life. You don't have to deal with a lot of stress that we have to deal with here. So I will just encourage everyone to just whatever you can do to just learn whatever Mr. Uriel is trying to teach, and the academy has been very helpful for me. In the little time I joined, I learned so much about the financial world and how it operates. So yeah, that's my little story. If you have any question, I can answer.
All right, sir. Thank you so much. briefly, can you just let us know? Lots of people, lots of Nigerians, lots of Africans, mostly because of the pictures that those of you who live in America, who live in Canada, who live in the UK, because of the pictures that you've painted, you've made lots of people believe that once they can cross over, they are in heaven. Unfortunately for me, I've traveled a whole lot. I've been to the US several times. And I know several times that I've been to the US, I came from Nigeria. When I got to the US, I gave dollars to my friends who live and worked in the US, and I came back to Nigeria. I've had times that I've traveled to the US and I stayed just 1 week in the US. And I've seen people who sleep. I remember, driving with my mentor in his Rolls Royce in Houston, and I saw people who were sleeping under the bridge. And I thought to myself that I was in Lagos. I thought that was a flyover, the Oshodi flyover in Lagos, where people normally sleep under the bridge. The only thing that made me realize that I was still in America was when I realized that I'm still inside the Rolls Royce. So I said, okay, if I'm driving this road, that means it must be America. So is life really as beautiful? I know your infrastructures are there, everything is supposed to be there. But for Africans who are in a hurry to JAPA, is life really as rosy as you people paint it on social media?
So I would say on social media, whatever people see on social media is the people that are putting those things out is what actually makes them happy. It's not the reality, right? Like that's their source of excitement and that's their source of happiness. It doesn't really mean their life is as rosy as they are trying. And sometimes, or most times, they try to belittle people in Nigeria to make them feel like they are doing better. But honestly, they have so many problems that you guys cannot even imagine. For example, there's something like they call like a dirty December, where a lot of Nigerians go home and they flaunt their wealth and they claim they're having fun. But according to so much I've been hearing or so much I've seen, even people that live here, they have a credit card they spend and they go to Nigeria, they spend all those credit card and people in Nigeria think they have money, but they are not really spending their own money. And there was a report that came out that a lot of them, they came back here, they were calling the credit card company that it was fraud, that they didn't spend the money.
Wow.
So, yeah. So to the people in Nigeria, I mean, these people are living a lavish life considering how much they were able to spend in December alone. But it's all fraud. So, I mean, like I said before, if you have a way to make US dollars, it goes a very, very long way in Nigeria than coming to abroad.
Fantastic. So as we wrap up, what advice should you give to a young person who has seen the glamorous life of people who came from the US, from the UK, from Canada for Christmas, see them lavishing money, living very large, and that young person is now putting his parents under pressure to sell their house, sell their land, sell whatever, and wants to go abroad by all means. Given your experience with the Akash X Academy, learning how to trade, what advice would you give to such a person? Whether they are young, they are elderly, they are middle class, whatever, what would be your advice for such a person?
So I would say you may be better off in Nigeria, and if you can invest that money and time to see that money and time in financial trading and how you can make money, it goes a long way than selling all. I mean, if you come here, you're almost starting at level one and you also need money. And if you bring in dollars to, if you bring in Naira to America, I mean, it doesn't go anywhere, right? It doesn't go that far. So you may just be better off if you want to invest that money and time. And if you want to take a Cash X training academy, or if there are other stuff you can substitute it with, just the best you can do for yourself is to have a financial freedom where you don't depend on anybody paying you every month or every 2 weeks. If you can live a life that You decide when you want to work, you have enough free time to pursue your passion, and you're still making money every day, even when you're sleeping. I think you have a better life than, I mean, there's a lot of stress in outside I wouldn't say in America, in Canada, in London, there's a lot of stress. Every dollar you earn, if somebody is paying you $1, they're probably making at least $10 off you. So if you can find a way where you can build your own income and you don't depend on anybody, I think you have a better life.
Well, thank you so much for your time, sir. We really, really appreciate it. Thank
Yep.
you for sharing your experience. Thank you for sharing your depth of knowledge and really painting the real picture of how life is out there and not the glamour that they deceive us with. Thank you so much, sir. We
Yep.
appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Our next guest on our panelist is Engineer Mike Okot. Engineer Mike Okot is originally from South Sudan. This gentleman, I've known him for quite some time now. He has a passion for Africa. He has a passion to see Africans win and excel. He worked, he's a petrochemical engineer, worked in Saudi Aramco, one of the biggest petrochemical companies in the whole world, until very recently. I think that was October or November last year when he retired, and he moved over to join his family out there in Houston, Texas. Engineer Mike, please can you go ahead and unmute yourself and let's have this conversation.
All righty. Chairman Naira, thank you so much for the introduction. Again, my name is Mike Okot, and I'm from South Sudan originally, but I've been here in the US for quite some time. Actually, I came here probably when I was like 30 years old, and I've not lived in South Sudan a lot. I lived primarily my first primary school and secondary school. After that, I went outside the country. I've never been there for a long time. I do go for holidays though. I go visit my parents when they were still alive and then my people, but I don't go there and live. So my story began when I finished college and then I went to study abroad. I did geology for my first degree, and then I started working with an international company in the oil industry. So when I finished working, I worked actually in Nigeria, by the way. I went to Nigeria, I worked in Nigeria, in Egypt, Tunisia, most of the North African countries. And then I went to the UK. I did my master's degree there. Then I came to the US. So when I came to the US for a job, I was interviewed. I didn't come, I don't know what the meaning of JAPA is, but I know that it's when you are trying to move abroad, right? So when I came here, the reason is because I also felt almost similar sentiment like what you guys are feeling of thinking that your country is not the best country to be and you want to go out. Although I've been to Nigeria, but I don't know what is it that the Nigerians are trying to get out of the country and there's no war. For us, we have war. So there's really fighting going on and so on. Things are really as bleak as they can be. So I just chose not to live that kind of life. And I just wanted to go out. When I came to the US, obviously I came with a landed job. If you guys know this visa called HB1 visa, those are for highly skilled, highly educated people who get the job here in the US because they claim or they don't have the positions or the people to fill that position. So I worked here. I didn't go through too much of the situations that most of us from Africa, when we come here, we go through. Because if you come here as a refugee, I'm talking about refugees because most of the people who I know from South Sudan came here as refugees. So they have a different system, okay? But if you come alone on your own, you are not a refugee, so you still have another track to follow. So in the US, you can get paid good money comparatively. Relative to Africa, you can get paid good money, but the life is expensive. So you can get paid, say, $10 an hour, or even $100 an hour, or even $200 an hour, but still you spend a lot of money. The other thing is life here, people live according to how much money you earn. Certain neighborhoods, you can live in it. You know, if you earn too much money, you cannot even live in a neighborhood where there's less money in there. I did that myself. I went to a neighborhood whereby the average salary is like, I think, $36,000 or $75,000. And I wanted to get a house there and I was rejected. I was surprised because I'm like, why? I want to buy the house. They said, no, you earn a little bit higher than the people who are here. So you are forced to go to a neighborhood which is a higher salary. But then, for us Africans, you earn living here, you still need to help back home and all that. So your money is not enough. So when people look at America, yeah, it's very nice. You live in a good neighborhood, there's electricity and so on. So if you pay taxes, you feel, okay, your tax is being used for the good use. But that is also relative because in Africa, you pay, well, I don't know about all of Africa, but most countries, like in my country, you pay taxes and still the roads are so bad that you cannot even drive through them. So you find that we spend a lot of money on that. Just to prove that money here is not enough, I had to leave the US to go and work abroad. So I have to go and work in Saudi Arabia. Why? Because at least when I work in Saudi Arabia, I get an expatriate bonuses and an expatriate pay. So it's higher than the US. So if US is that good, why was I leaving? I left Africa because I want to come to US so that I can have good money. But here I am going back where? To another third world country or developing country to earn better salary than what is in the US. So that is my experience in the US. One thing I can say also here is if you work hard and you study the right kind of specialties and so on, you can get a good job and work. But otherwise, if you don't have those kind of specialties in education, if you go and study economics, for example, you study economics and you want to go and work, there are thousands of people who are doing economics. So there's a lot of competition that you may not get a good paying job. So the thing is, we in Africa, I particularly felt so bad that I spent my whole years of development, high school in Africa. So which means the governments in our countries paid for my school because it's free, right? It's free for me, but somebody's paying for that money. And here I am, my whole career, I never worked in my own home country. So that is a brain drain. And the good thing with Africans, and especially Nigerians, because I work a lot with Nigerians, I've been to Nigeria. The Nigerians are very smart people, honestly. Somehow, maybe because I'm meeting the smart people only, but look like you guys are so smart. And yet, we don't use that smartness to do good things. Okay, I'm putting a blanket statement right now, but I know of very good Nigerians who we work with. They're really doing a good job. One of them is right here. Uriel is doing a good job. I mean, he's helping hundreds of people. But how people look at things, everybody's bad and stuff like that, but it's not. So my aim or my mission is we should not do the same mistake that I did. Okay. We have these smart people. Let's develop our own country. Let's develop our own place. So if JAPA means leaving the country due to whatever is going on, it's not worth it sometimes. A lot of people who use this JAPA thing and they went not to America, but to Europe, and they got stuck so badly in Italy and stuff like that. They went through a lot of stuff. So sometimes we have to think about it that we can actually develop our own stuff back home. Like I said, going back to Nigerians, South Africans, and maybe Kenyans, you guys are very, very smart. There's no physical war in your country. So you have the opportunity to really develop a lot of stuff. And I know of a lot of Nigerians are developing very good applications, especially on the internet, this electronic stuff. You guys can export this into other African countries. And that's why for me, I have this passion of trying to bring our South Sudanese, East African, South Africans into the fold of what you in Nigeria are doing. Instead of coming to the Western world and so on, you make money, but you all spend your money. You spend your money paying rent, paying mortgages, doing all that. Everything's expensive because you want to live like the Joneses, right? Here they call it the Jones. So your neighbor has to, there's this, they're called homeowners association. So in the homeowners association, your house, you cannot paint your door in a different color. Or your roof must, they have these rules. So you are forced to live a life that you may not want to. Okay, it makes the neighborhood looks good, but you're all here in debt. A lot of, like the other gentleman G, you mentioned that a lot of Africans, when they go from here, they use credit card. I know my people also, when they go to South Sudan, they use credit card. Not only that, when they're coming back, in most times, they call us, hey, can you give me a ticket money to come back? And the reason he's coming back because he's ran out of money. So you can see, but the Oxford feel like, oh, we have money and all that. So what you have in your hand right now, these are cash checks. This is one of the best things that I've seen. I've been in this industry of cryptocurrencies and this mining companies a little bit, but I haven't found anything as good as a cash checks. As a matter of fact, in September when Uriel called me, I had already decided to go ahead and learn how to trade. And then God has got his own ways of doing things. God has got mysterious ways of doing things. And it showed me what Uriel showed me. And that was it. I just latched into it the first day I registered, and here I am, chugging along. I may not be the best, but I'm doing something. And my aim is really to spread the word to all the people, especially in Africa, that this is something that at least it doesn't care whether you are from Indonesia or from Kuala Lumpur or from Greenland, you can still make that money because it's the Forex market. So I know I took a long talk here, but all I'm saying is the grass is not as green as you may think. Sometimes home is the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Engineer Mike. Always very frank and straight up. Thank you for sharing your experience, your years of work, and how it's been like for you out there, and what you would advise Africans to do. Great stuff. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, so I'll be bringing up our next Papa J. Papa J, your co-host, please, can you go ahead, unmute yourself, please introduce yourself. Let's know where you're coming from. I know you live in, trying to remember the city where you live now. Let us know where you live. I know you were doing a previous job, which is actually your own business, and now you told me that you even want to get out of that business because it puts a whole lot of toll on you, and you just want to concentrate on your trading. Please, can you share your experience living abroad and what you would advise Africans who have the opportunity to learn the skill of trading? Papa J, you have the floor.
Thank you, Chairman, for the opportunity. My name is John Majok, and people know me as Papa John. That's the name that I'm well known with. I'm also the same way that where Michael come from. I'm from South Sudan, and I've been living in America for 25 years. I was a former soldier. I was serving in the army for 15 years, the South Sudan Army. And then I stepped on landmine happened when I was in the war. After stepping on the landmine, now I have no reason again to stay in the army. So I got out and I went to the refugees camp. Staying there, the life in refugees is not that easy. So I have to look for the resettlement, and I made it to this country. To make the story short, America is a good place for everybody to come in, but until you after enter, now when you know for sure how America is, because people think that America is easy as we thought. We call it a land of milk, but there's a lot of hassle that happen inside here. For the last 25 years, I work there and there. I work at fast food, Burger King, work Holiday Inn, I drive other taxi. Finally, I came to join a truck company. I become a truck driver. Imagine you left in the army as a colonel and you become a taxi driver in America. You guys can see that big change. You used to be a big boss, somebody used to drive you, now you are the one driving people. So coming to America is good, but there's some challenges that people have to be ready to face. So at the moment, I've been working there and there, and I'm getting tired and getting old. The work of the wild, I'm not be able to do it anymore. And now become a business person. I have my own business. I run a taxi company and I run a trucking company. I'm doing logistics. I do transportation. This 18 rim. That's what I do. So after I see that I cannot be able to stay on the road for long, for many years. So the option I choose because my neighbor opened my eyes because I have a white guy next to me. We bought houses in the same place. This guy have a good account and he trade. Every day she's just outside playing basketball. Doesn't go anywhere. And it does only stock market. He's a trader. So that's the first thing that opened up my mind. And that was my first call. And I always have to get out of the snow to go and drive. So I asked him, what do you do for a living? So he told me about forest trading. So that's why I have decided, because I have only remained 2 years for my retirement. So I decided I better focus on the trading because very soon I have to sell all the truck I have and I have to put them on my trading because trading I found that I have less stress, less householding. You don't have to go outside there and deal with people. When I came to Acacia, when I was told about it, I look at it like this would be my gateway to start up for the trading. And I get myself my two accounts, the one of 10,000 and the one of 200,000. At least I have started drawing some money. I started enjoying the money that I'm getting from Acacia, which is free money. Me, I call them free money because I only the first time the money that I used to sign up. After that, the rest now it is just a story because the rest of the money I'm earning now it should be free money because I already got my money back double. So if anybody that want to learn how to trade or you want to make free money like me, don't waste your time. You better get yourself a good account. And I always advise people, the 200,000 is make good money in a month. Targeting of 10%, that is $20,000 a month. Company will take 4,000, it will give you 16,000. I think 16,000 are good money to live in Africa. You see, like me, even though I earn that one in America, yeah, that will be like I'm earning a couple of million of Naira, and it goes like hot water. Because last Michael mentioned it before, living standard here is too high. Because you will make the money, but the money will go very quick. So my advice to all my brothers and sisters, if you have a chance of getting yourself account, it is a bad time and it is a good chance for you to better get yourself account and learn how to trade. Trading is the best way to do it. There's no other job that can pay better than trading. So that's all my advice that I will give to you guys. I have a long story, but I don't have to give it all. It will take the whole day. Life in America is not that easy. So I will stop here. And for your information, those who think that America is the land of honey, and go to YouTube. YouTube give us all information. Go there and Google about the homeless in America. You see how people live. You see a lot of movies there. So that will be my advice. Have a good one, guys.
All right, thank you, Papa J. Thank you so much for that. Our next panelist is Dr. Dupe of Salo. This lady is amazing. Started out here in Nigeria and did very, very well in Nigeria. And today she lives in Atlanta. As a matter of fact, she has extended invitation to me to be in Atlanta for the event. Well, I picked up your invite. All right, so I would see you in Atlanta in October. All right, so Auntie, you have the floor. Please go ahead and unmute yourself and share your experience, the pictures that they paint for us, very glamorous pictures of how easy things will be once we're able to sell land, sell house, do whatever it takes, get an American visa by hook or by crook, buy the flight ticket. Once we land in, what do people call it? God's own country. Once we land in God's own country, everything is okay. Please tell us, is that really the true picture? You're muted. You need to unmute yourself, ma. You have the floor.
Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My people, make we JAPA. Make we come America. Let's just think about it and come. But it's good, though. I didn't JAPA. I went as an immigrant. However, I have seen people that JAPA'd. And JAPA is good. It's not good. If you want to JAPA, you get ready to JAPA into the system of JAPA in the course. America is good. It's the best country in the world. Okay? However, you must put your head down. So there are two things in life. One is job and one is work. Job is you work for person. You see as they go farm, they say they carry job, go farm. That's how it is in America. If you don't come here the proper way, a job you they can't do. See those bricklayer, that kind of thing, I would they can't do. But if you come in the right way, you beat your chest, police stop you, you park. They ask for your ID. If you say, I have rights not to give you, no paper. But if you jackpot here, as they are stopping you, you want to go on that bonnet, that won't be a portion now. Like again, I say it's good to jackpot when you're jackpotting with a focus and you don't have a school, you don't have skill set. Don't bother. You're coming here to suffer. I don't see how you see people who have their doctorate degrees in Nigeria, senior professors, they're coming here to do body washing thing. I'm not saying caregiving is not good, it's fantastic. Listen, I'm a special needs trained teacher. I have my schools in Abuja. I love to take care of those kind of people. But if I wasn't in that field, what would a doctorate degree be doing as a caregiver? Because he decided to jackpot without plan. See, let me share a quick story. It's good. Don't get it twisted. We're not telling you not to come to this taste. The taste of the eating is in the pudding. If you want to come and taste it, it's fine. But bear in mind that if you're coming here without a skill set, that if they throw me inside the desert, wait for me on the other side, I will come out because I have a skill set, I can do that. It's dangerous. In fact, not quite dangerous. So we need to think well. There's a man in, I don't know, Houston is everywhere today. So this story I'm about to say again, is in Houston. This man not old, dude, not past 60 years. Go home. You know, and thank you. And when you leave your family, two things, my pastor was speaking today. He said, I'm a member of Winners Chapel International, Georgia. He said, you live in America, in the so-called the best country in the world. You left your spouse at home 7 years. Oh boy, no, you get that property again. Because you chose to jackpot, you can't have paper to jackpot back home. Because if you go, you can't come back. What kind of marriage do you call that? Marriage by correspondence. Is that what you want for yourself? That's not what you want for yourself. Think about it. We're telling you now, learn the skill set of Forex trading. I have been trading with Chairman Ure. God bless the day I met Chairman Ure, Chairman Francis, all of them. God bless that day. Today I can beat my chest and say, Father, I thank you because the skill set I have in trading, you know, it's as good as, yes, marriage by correspondence, period, Ezekiel. You leave America, you leave your wife for Nigeria, come do it. When I'm that bros, come say how far, now you go say commit adultery. No, now you. Come out. So think well before you leave. What's on ground for you? What's on ground? What's your essence of coming here? Just to say I live in America. Guy, you live in your house in Nigeria. You have paid you bought the house, paid off. We live here on mortgage. For 30 years, you are paying for one house. It is not for you. It belongs to the government. So when you are jackpot and begin to think about these things, now you're a landlord, a landlady of your own. You want to come here? Welcome. We're waiting. In fact, anybody come in, my house is big enough to accommodate you. However, think about it this way. You pay mortgage. How old are you? You pay mortgage if you even qualify to get a house for about 30 years of your life. You now finish. Taxes will follow you. Small thing remedy. In fact, we pay for the air we breathe because AC is blowing, heater is blowing. If it's not blowing cold, it's blowing hot. You are paying for it. In Nigeria, if NEPA take like disconnect, well, you know what I'm trying to say, I'm not coming for trouble. But don't jackpot without a focus. The essence of today, we've listened to people for Sudan. It's not peculiar with Nigeria. It's just putting your brains to work. Again, I didn't jackpot. I left honorably. I still do businesses in Nigeria. I have papers to come back home when I want to. If I have the funds to come home 3 times in a year, I can. Listen, America, abroad, most of the countries abroad, they are not like us. It's a credit state. They tell you buy your phone. When I had the phone I was using, it's an iPhone, nothing duamo. Then I came with 15 Pro Max. My children say, Mommy, you need to upgrade. They bought me 15 Pro Max. 2 weeks later, 16, which will I trash it? What if they didn't pay this off? I will be paying for food. It's a credit state. You see us fine like this. We don't go work. Forget. In fact, forget it. You jackpot here, you will work, job. Work is, the difference between job and work is at you decide it. In the world of financial literacy, you decide how you make. Did you hear Chairman Euro in his opening? 50,000, when we day here, clock in, clock out, we they make her. He lives in Nigeria. He sends pocket money to people abroad. Where are you jackpotting to? Why don't you ask the question, sir, how are you doing? The next question you should be asking now is not to say that, why are you telling me not to jackpot? Ask him, what guy you said they made 50,000. Just ask him, how did you make 50,000? Me living here in America, what I have made between January and now, I didn't make that in the whole 1 year of last year. Why? Forex trading. I've been in the Forex world since 2014. Yes, Chairman? Yeah, about that time. And I actually relocated to America back and forth until I decided to stay because my kids live here. I'm not a grandma. I'm actually, if you hear noise, it's grandma's weekend. So I have my grandkids. And grandma, what are you doing? Grandma is talking. Now listen to me. Jackpot, if you want to jackpot, welcome to the world of the jackpot rise in America, in wherever. Somebody talked about social media. 99.9% of what you see on social media are content. Content. You click on person, they make money. You sit down there, they analyze. Go and ask Chairman Ure, how is he doing this in Nigeria? Ask Blessing, how are you doing this? Now, recently, what's this guy's name in Lagos? Pastor PSO person, what's his name again? It's a young guy. Ask them, how are they doing it? Adejo, God bless you. But me and you get talk, sha. Ask them, how are they doing it? You live in Nigeria and you are earning as an expatriate. I enjoyed it when I first joined Forex. I was living in Nigeria. The first day I saw $2,000 US, my head roll. I say, how far now? You don't have to go abroad. Do it here. And if you remember, I was doing it like crazy. In fact, Chairman, say, who is this tornado? And to the glory of God, we are here again. I know that this talk eventually, I'm a very original person. I'm a Niger Delta, forget it. I'm from Edo State, I lived in Warri. So if you hear anything from my mouth, no shaking. Now, Chairman Ure, when him and Blessing approached me, I'm like, guys, I'm a life insurance agent. I love what I do. I have passion. I begin to speak English. And when they opened it for me, the first thing I said, can I see the compensation plan? And I looked at the compensation plan. I said, okay, Blessing, right now, I won't be able to, but let me sign in. And God bless that day. Chairman was like, where is this your mommy now? And then the mommy came in. Trust me, I have decided. I went to church today and I spoke to 5 people. Chairman said 50K, practically 50K in this 1 year. I reset my targets. I set my target to him before. I reset, Chairman, it's 100, minimum of 100 Africans. I don't care where you come from. Right now, I have Ghanaians on my team. Right now, I have people from Cameroon on my team. Minimum of 100. Chairman is fighting for 5,000. Okay, divide me with other leaders. I said, okay, I go take 100. Minimum of 100 Africans, including Sudanese, wherever. By all means, can we even say no to recession? Trust me, the world of Forex, where you are not trading in metals. Oh, but you know, it's in the me to trade gold. We're not trading US, USD, JPY again. No. We are trading gold. We are trading NAS 100, SAS and MAS. When you get to that point, whoever invited you here loves you. When you finish, they just call him or her, say, I love you because you loved me. Because after all this talks, so I can show you how to make money. Forex trading is now the key to recession, both home and abroad. I don't know where home is for you. I don't know where you think abroad is. Oh boy, clock in, clock out. You know what, go. Now they tell you they're going to pay, even if your salary is about $150 per annum. Do you know if you sit on this your device, even if Nakbala's a phone, sit on it and learn the thing we are telling you, tap to trade, copy and paste, learn the thing. The only thing I'll say to you, follow the rules of the game. Follow the rules of the game. They tell you jump, say high, run, how fast, why? They're going to tell you, don't do tap to trade. Take this instruction and put it. Put it. You don't go burn your finger and you get your phone. Person call you, don't want pick. You don't go pick. If you want pick, tap and collect money, now we talk. So, to the glory of God, Akashes has all of this. I'm a school proprietor. I still have my school running in Nigeria. Listen, the thing that I have seen here is I decide how much I make in a day, Monday through Friday. I don't trade crypto for now. Gina Mark is a crypto person, and Dr. Love. I don't trade crypto for now. But if I did, by the weekend, I'll still be making money. So Monday through Friday, 5 days a week, even if my target is to set, say, I want to make $200 every day. Multiply 200 by, that's the minimum, right? Multiply 200 by 5 days. Pepper rest. To say there are people here trading $5,000 a day, 1,000 minimum. I have literally seen Chairman Uriel withdraw 3,000 into his domiciliary account. Why will he come here and not have money to spend? Don't jackpot nowhere. Jackpot into your fingers. The keys to your breakthrough are in your fingers, and that phone you're using to do social media, another person's content. If your social media is not to introduce people to Akash X, oh boy, it's no longer a smartphone. You're smarter than it. Use this phone to get people into Akash X. As I'm talking right now, they invite people to come this occasion right now. Because when Chairman begin to storm, you say, where have I been? Sometimes I say, it looks like I haven't heard this man before. And this is a business I do, and I talk to people. I tell you, I have my family. I'm already an affiliate, 10K to the glory of God. Yet I sit down, I take notes when he talks. We are both mentors, coaches together, but when he talks, I still write notes. And my next meeting, I'm blasting some things out. Why? Unlearn what you have learned in what we're about to present to you. And we say thank you to the person that invited you, Chairman Uriel. I want to appreciate you. And guys, there's a tap that just came in. I think I had an alert right now. Yeah, no. It's JPD. So please, let's enjoy the moment. Thank you, Chairman Uriel. Forex trading is the way to go. You know what? One of the guys I was talking to, they said, big boy, they're not big boy for here. He has his own, they sell motor for a big boy. And when I was talking to him, he said, Mommy, why are you just looking good? This is how I went to church today. I'm 61 years, guys. I still look like this. Pepe rest, and they are happy. My children are good, I'm good. Devil, it's not every time you cast devil, because the devil knows that there's no need for this. They have gone far. So listen to me. He said to me, he said, Mommy, what? And I told him that, well, I do insurance, I'm still a Forex trader. You know, before he said, I didn't know that. I said, only one person. No, are you ready to run with me? He said, when I was talking to him, you know what he said to me? He said, these big boys for Nigeria. I said, you know, I'll be big boy. Me, I'll be big babes. So are you coming to join me or not? To the glory of God, his game. Chairman Uriel will be speaking to him during this week. Maybe we get the big boys. Show them how we are doing it. They want to eat gari, you go chop. They want to drink soup. I'm not saying liquor, drink. Let me say plenty. This jump on the inside the car is in this business. God will help us. Chairman, I'm super excited for the opportunity you've given me. I don't take it for granted. As usual, Twale for you. Thank you so much for all you do for our community. 50,000 is a short game. God bless you all. Do have a very beautiful week ahead. Thank you. Nothing to you, my brother.
All right, vintage Dr. Dupe out there. Great one there. Thank you so much, ma. You always bring another level of fire. You always bring another level of zit and zeal to the call, and we're excited to start from your depth of wisdom. I learn when you talk. I'm always a student. No man knows it all. No man is an island. Life is a school. Every day is a classroom. Everyone you meet is a teacher. I take that again. Life is a school. Every day is a classroom. Everyone you meet is a teacher. Life is a school. Every day is a classroom. Everyone you meet is a teacher. So I'm always learning. I'm open to learn. I learn from everyone. I learn from everything. And I'm glad we're connected. So superstars on the call, this is it. The Akash X Academy. This is you getting a master's degree in foreign exchange, understanding how money works. The education that we have so far teaches and has taught us how to work for money. But right here, this education teaches you how money works, all right? So right here, you're looking at the academy. So this is the Akash X Academy. When you get started here, you want to come to the onboarding video. This is what I call GS 101. For those of us who schooled in Nigeria, of course, you remember GS 101. You want to listen to this. Then you come right here to the academy. The academy is made up of pre-recorded video, very short videos. It doesn't matter that you've never traded before. Doesn't matter that you have zero knowledge on trading. You can actually come and start here. Platform tutorials, the beginner's video. So you have zero knowledge, beginner's video. Takes you from the very beginning. then it brings you to the advanced, then now allows you to have expert information, brings you to cryptocurrency. And if you don't know, if you're not knowledgeable about cryptocurrency, like Auntie Dupe, like myself, now I'm learning. All right. I have people like Dr. Mike, they are very knowledgeable on cryptocurrency. And we have people, the educators here, you have the educator series. Now, the next thing we want to show you is, you know the slogan of Liverpool Football Club, you never walk alone. Right here in Akash X, you never walk alone. Because we know that mentorship is your legal shortcut to mastery. We want to reduce the distance that it takes for you to master the skill. So when you come in as a student, pick a mentor. If you want to learn about the smart money concept, lots of people know about that. That's a demand and supply zone. We call that the Liberty strategy here. Then Rich Bandega is your mentor. If you want to learn about Forex, gold, and BTC, then Arias is your mentor, Joel. If you want to learn about the Dow Jones US 30, then Luis Rodriguez is your mentor. If you want to learn about NAS 100, NASDAQ, there were 100 top companies in America, because right here you can learn how to trade stocks and shares. Brand Badel is your mentor. Now, depending on what your area of interest is, if you want to trade shares, if you want to trade crude oil, you want to trade gold, you want to trade crypto, that determines the mentor that you pick. Remember, mentorship is your legal shortcut to success. Because if you know where you're going, your road is short. If you know how to get there, your road is shorter. If you have someone who has been there before and the person is willing to take you by the hand, you're already there. That is mentorship. Now, should you miss any of the live sessions, these educators, when they take their live sessions where you can interact with them, you can ask questions, you can get clarity, you can understand how the market works, and they show you profits from the market. The amazing thing is that right here in the market, you make money. When you join them on their live session, they're calling out trades and they're telling you, hey guys, buy here. And he's buying, he's selling. You're doing it together. It's amazing. All right. So should you miss any of the live sessions, they record it. You can come back later at your convenience and you can watch the recorded session. Now, superstars, what trips me about this opportunity is the fact that anyone here can earn money. Now, this was what Dr. Dupe was talking about. So you can see this, our educator. He sent out a trade signal, GBP NZD buy limit. The market is going to open by 11 p.m. So he's already sent out a trade. You just copy the parameters. You can see the entry price, stop loss, take profit, 1, 2, 3, 4. You just copy your parameters, enter them on your MT4, and you're good to go. Our educators, they send several trades. So right here in this school, several trades a day. You can even take all of them. So as you're learning here, you're earning money. Superstars on the call, what actually tripped me when I saw this is what I'm about to show you now. It's called Tap to Trade. So Tap to Trade is an app that you download. You see a session for cryptocurrency. You see a session for Forex trading. You see amazing. When they analyze the market and they send it to you, all you just do is you click approve. You don't need to know how to trade. You don't need to study the chart. You don't need to understand anything about the Forex market. Can you click approve on your phone? If you can click on your phone, you can win here. When I saw that, I said, this is a game changer. Tap to Trade. Tap to Trade is a game changer. Anytime, any day. The results are incredible. Now, because you see, men may lie, women may lie, but numbers don't lie. Men may lie, women may lie, but numbers don't lie. What I like about this company is the sincerity of this academy. Now, whenever the educators take trade, you can see when they are doing very well, you can see when they are not doing too well. So you can see Joel here, here was his peak. He came down a little here, took it back up, dropped a little bit here, took it back up, and now he's like sideways because no trader wins all. But in all of these, look at his statistics. 71.73%. I mean, this is a game changer. Daily profit, 0.516%. All right? That's our profit target for the elite group, 0.5% in a day. Weekly profit, 3.587%. Monthly profit, 14. This is like 15% in a month. And all you're doing is you're clicking approve. Your money is in your own hands. You're not risking it by giving it to anybody. All right. Now listen to me. The biggest hedge funds in the world, they pay you 7.5% per annum. Right here, 12 is helping you to get 15% in a month. I mean, it's a game changer. This gentleman has scored up 457 trades. He's won 325 trades. He's lost only 129 trades. That is amazing. So someone says to me, Chairman Uriel, I love this. I love what I'm hearing. How do I get into this academy? Now, it is very important that I bring this clarity. AkashX is not an investment. AkashX is not a Ponzi scheme. AkashX is not ROI. AkashX is an academy for you to learn about the world's largest money market, the foreign exchange market, how to trade Forex, how to trade crypto on your own, how to trade commodities indices. All right, is a market that does $7.5 trillion every single day. Can you learn the skill that can allow you to do $10 to $100 every single day? There are two ways that you can enroll into the school. Number one, you can enroll and pay your school fees every month. So this we call it pay as you go. So you can come in as a pay as you go student. All right, there's a one-time enrollment fee of $30. Then the school fees itself is $149. All right, so by your second month, you're paying $149. So you're pay as you go. However, even with your pay as you go, company says to you, listen, if you invite 3 of your friends to this call within your first month of enrolling, and 3 of them get started March, you're not going to pay, you beyond scholarship. The next way, and if you start on the pay as you go, the company gives you a $10,000 trading account. You have those that were talking, Papa J talked a whole lot about that because he's qualified phase 1, 2. He's now trading his life account and earning money from there. Now, if you come in on the annual, you say, hey, listen, I don't want this pay as you go stuff. Can I just pay for 1 year and focus on the education? Now, remember the core value of AkashX is the education. You make money while learning, but that's not our primary focus. Our primary focus is you getting this information, getting this education. Now, if you want to do that, ordinarily, if you multiply 149 by 12, it's going to give you about $1,700 and something. But right now, company has slashed that, giving you easy access. You come in on $999. $999, superstars. You're saving almost $1,000. In addition to that, you're going to get a $200,000 trading account. You have Papa J talking about it. You have Mr. Gori talking about it. You have Engineer Michael, Dr. Dupe, everyone talking about that account. And our goal is that in the next 90 days, everyone on that account should be able to withdraw $18,000 monthly from the next 90 days. It's amazing what we're doing right here at WellHub. So superstars on the call, you want to JAPA, that is fine. I said to people, if the reason why you want to JAPA, and those that are traveling really, they are not JAPAing, that those at that level, they are relocating. There's a difference between JAPA and relocation. If you're relocating because of your family, you want your children to have a better environment, fantastic, that's great. But if you're JAPAing because you think Nigeria is too hard, no, that's not the way to go. That you spend a whole lot of money. You know that if you sit down here and you focus for 6 months in AkashX, 6 months to 18 months, you will learn how to trade. And as you do that, you can do $100 a day. You know that lots of people who JAPA, they don't do $100 a day. Just imagine, calculate $10 per hour. How many hours are you going to work in a day to earn $100? But right here, you can learn the skill. It's a global skill, all right? You travel, so we have what we call trade and travel. As we're traveling, we're trading. We're going to, our company convention is in Atlanta in October. We're traveling, but we'll be trading. We're not going to stress ourselves on how to raise the money for the ticket. We're going to earn that money from the foreign exchange market. And even while there, we'll be trading and earning money while we're at the convention. It's amazing what this skill can do for you. I'm telling you. I remember sometime 2 years ago, I went to attend, a meeting. It's called the Bible Billionaires Conference. I saw it on YouTube, on Instagram. I paid for it, flew to Lagos. It was holding at the redemption camp. So I went to the redemption camp to attend it. And one of the guys, I think his name is Akinola or something. I saw him, I think this morning on Instagram. While he was busy talking about real estate, how busy how he made money in real estate. Fantastic. I have nothing against real estate. I'm a developer. All right. Right now, I'm doing some construction projects in Port Harcourt. I build, I do real estate. I love that field. I love to create with my hands. A few minutes ago, before this call, my client's architect called me and we're discussing the projects we're doing in Port Harcourt. So I love that field. Yes, Dr. Stephen. Thank you so much, Arinti. Dr. Stephen. All right. I love that field. Okay. So he was talking so much about real estate. So I just took my phone and I went on Google and I typed in, what is the daily turnover? I typed in, what is the daily turnover of the global real estate market? I think I saw $10 billion. Then I typed in, what is the daily turnover of the foreign exchange market? Superstars, my phone almost fell off my hand. $7.5 trillion. Now, that is not even the beautiful part of the story. The beautiful part of the story is that while Dr. Stephen was on stage rattling and talking about how glamorous and how beautiful the real estate industry is, and is an excellent industry and part of it, while he was telling us all that, sitting right there while he was talking, trading, I made $1,000 on my phone. My friend was with me. His name is Ahide Adum. You see him on Instagram. He does several things. Advert. He has this Bars voice. They call him the Bars man. He was sitting beside me. I made $1,000 attending that conference, and I showed him. The next thing I did was I stood up from my seat and I walked over to Dr. Stephen's stand because he was talking about his books. And I told his people, I want to buy all these your books. Tell your Oga that while he was talking about real estate, I'm a trader. I sat here, I made $1,000. So I want to support his ministry. This is a recession-proof skill. It allows you to earn money on the go. So rather than, sell your properties, sell your cars, sell everything, because you must JAPA by all means, take that money, enroll into this academy. Give yourself 6 months to 18 months. You will learn the skill of trading. And we've done something very beautiful in Wealth Academy. Tomorrow is Monday, 10 a.m. We have our community trading. Aside from the trade signals that we get, from the company, 10 a.m. we have our community trading. Everyone joins us on Zoom the same way that you've joined. Whether they are new or not, it doesn't matter. We analyze the market and we trade together. Of course, if you're brand new, you're going to start on demo. You demo for like 2-3 days. We show you how to copy trade, how to place it, and boom, you go live. Our goal is, if you have $100 account, we want to help you to earn $10 every day. If you have $1,000 account, we want to help you to earn $100 to $150 every single day. It's amazing. All right? So what you want to do right now is, you want to get back to the person who sent you this link. You want to get back to the person who put you on this call, and you want to get yourself started learning this skill, not now, but right now. Why do you want to do that? Because we want to see you at the top and not from the top. The bottom is way too crowded. You see, without a sense of urgency, desire loses value. Without a sense of urgency, desire loses value. So you don't want to think about this. Hey, who thinks about education? This is financial education for you to understand how money works. It's not an investment. So what are you praying about? Praying about going to school? No. Get back to the person who sent you this link. Get yourself started. You can and you will learn the skill. It will stand you in good state. It's a recession-proof skill. Thank you, everyone, for jumping on this call. I celebrate you. Remember, get back to the person who sent you this skill. That money that you were thinking of selling your house, selling your land, selling your car, doing whatever it takes for you to JAPA, use that, enroll into this academy, learn the skill, and you will be glad you did. I look forward to helping you learn the skill. I look forward, Adejo, please help me respond, Mr. Engineer Mike Adejo. Someone is asking for my YouTube channel, Uriel Ezago. Adejo, please help me respond to that. All right. Learn the skill of trading. It will serve you in good stead. Learn the skill of trading. Get back to the person who invited you on this call. Get back to the person who put you on this link. Get yourself started, not now, but right now. Why? Because without a sense of urgency, desire loses value. Have a great week ahead, and God bless you. And those of us on the elite group, we have a plan do review session. I think that's by 9 p.m., right? I think 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. 10 p.m. I think it's 10 p.m. So see you on that call. Do have a good night rest and have a great, great week ahead.
Thank you, sir.